Hey everyone, my name is Dane. I just want to take a quick second to share with you what God's been speaking through me this semester at college. And I want to share out of Matthew 7 through 8. And the verse says, "Ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, the one who seeks will find, and the one who knocks, the door will be opened to them." Uh, this scripture was specifically hitting me because of my relationship not only with Jesus but also with my dad over the last couple years. And just going to take a quick second to parallel the two and kind of give a glimpse of how we could have a better relationship with Jesus, just like I'm trying to have a better relationship with my dad. So I have a couple photos I want to show you. This is my dad when he was younger, right here, this guy, and here's his two brothers and my grandfather, Albert. And so growing up, my grandfather, he worked at Boeing in Seattle while my dad and brothers lived kind of on the east side of Washington, and he was gone for most of the week, gone like 5 days a week, and would come home and then take care of the hotel that they ran, and was never really there to nurture my dad or his brothers. And he was firm in believing to provide for your family and leave the nurturing to the women. And so my grandfather never really took time to say, "Hey, I love you," or "I'm proud of you," or even like really hug my dad. And so fast forward now to my dad raising us, me and my brother. It wasn't really a nurturing relationship at all. It was, "Hey, I'm going to provide for this family. I'm going to put food on the table," and that's my way of telling I love you, so that I never have to do any of that emotional stuff. So here's a quick photo. This is my dad and my brother on my wedding day. This is my dad and me on the wedding day. As you can see, my relationship with him is a little bit different now than what I was just telling you. And I want to share with you why that is. So a couple years ago, I was getting ready to marry my beautiful wife, Jess, and I kind of had this epiphany that I was going to someday be a dad. And I realized that I was going to repeat that same pattern that's been happening in the men in my family generationally if I didn't change it now. So I decided that I was going to start being the change that I wanted to see, and I was going to tell my dad, "I love you." So I started telling my dad, "Hey, I love you, Dad." And it was really awkward at first, and most of the time he was just like, "Oh, okay," and kind of like pat me on the shoulder or something like, "Oh yeah, me too." And I was like, "Okay, well, that's not enough for me." So I just kept going for it, and eventually I was like, "Hey, I said I love you. Do you love me back?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I love you. Yep, I love you." And through that, we've gotten to this place now where I just didn't stop. I just kept asking for more from him. And now we're at this place where we joke a lot, we laugh a lot. He'll tell me he loves me before I say that to him. Even when we're talking on the phone, he'll be like, "All right, love you, son." And I'll be like, "Love you too, Pops," and we'll hang up and it'll go. And that's been awesome. It's been so great for our relationship. But unfortunately, my brother has not decided to do that, and he's so afraid of taking that step that he's completely okay leaving his relationship with my dad in that generational, no nurturing, just hardworking and cold relationship. And I think so often that that's our mentality of the church. Generationally, us Christians have just been okay not asking, just like, "Hey, whatever we get is good, and I'm just going to rest in that, and that's fine." And I just think that we are missing so much in our relationship with Jesus because we aren't the ones who are asking. We're not the ones seeking. We're not the ones knocking on the door, pounding for more, saying, "Jesus, I need more love from you. I need to have a more stronger relationship with you, and I need to see and hear and know that what I have today, there's more tomorrow." And I so firmly believe that God doesn't give us everything up front because we need to work on that part of our relationship with Him, and we need to have trust that there is more. So I hope that verse finds you well. I hope that speaks well to your soul, and that honestly, we could just start asking to see more of our love and relationship with Jesus. Thank you.